I told her that my celebrity, please, I want you to come and perform in my webinar this month. And she said, hold my hand. So my sister is going to share, my last born actually, she's going to share the story she specifically wrote for this webinar. So get familiar with her name. She always wants a scholar celebrity, and she has the aura. If you people behave, I can give you a number so that you can join our community. Welcome, Kaiki. So before we start, yes, she's going to come up soon. Before then, I want to see people's keypad or keyboards. How good you guys are. You guys are always on your phone, so I want to see how good you are. So I need you to close your eyes and type. I need you to close your eyes and type your name. Bim Bim is live for the course of the big cycle with Bim Bim. Do you get it? So write your name. Bim Bim is live for Uncle Joseph fail me to say start. Bim Bim is live for the course of the big cycle with Director Bim. Don't use Bim Bim, use Director Bim. Hey, Bike Bim. Oh, shagologologo. Oh my goodness, disaster is already going on. Olamide Bim Bim is love. Wait till this. Close your eyes, oh. Let me see the usefulness of all the typing that I used to type always online. Let me see it now. If you open your eyes, just know that you're already inside the big cycle already. Close your eyes, follow instruction. Bim Bim is live for the course of the big cycle with Director Bim. Chika, you did not try again. Good evening, Nana, you're welcome. Director Bim is the love. Oh my goodness, what is this? Some people have been typing since. Like my baby has been typing since. Kaikito has been typing since. I don't know what you're typing. Dara is live with by for the fire of the waiting be this. Yay! Alright, so before my celebrity comes up, let's begin to declare that our eyes are opened. Most importantly, I want you to pray and declare that you have understanding, that the Lord will help you interpret everything that I'm going to say. One mistake that I make is that when I see things or when I see some things and I want to talk about it, I just believe that everybody should understand. But at some point, I had to tell myself that we have different exposure and we are different. We have different levels, like spiritually and all of that. And so when I think that I'm saying A plus A is supposed to be AA now, but you are telling me it's A plus A, do you get? So one thing I want you to pray for is interpretation of the things that I'll be saying and understanding, and I'll be speaking the language that you understand. Do you understand? So as I'm saying them, beyond what I'm saying, you are saying yes, I get it. You're not just saying it because other people are echoing it, but you're saying it because you have seen it, but you do not just have words for it. But right now, I'm giving words for those things that you have been seeing. So I want you to declare, I have understanding, my eyes are opened. I am not confused, I am not distracted. Oh, if you are distracted this night, you have done the worst, right? It's one thing to attend, it's another thing to understand and live with one thing or 5 things to work with, to run with. So make sure you're praying, make sure that you're saying it. All right. Thank you, Jesus, because you have heard us. Thank you because our eyes are open, because you're not going to leave us stranded, because you're going to give us solutions for the problems that I'm going to be listing out this night. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Father. For in Jesus' most wonderful name we have prayed. Amen. Good evening, everybody. You're welcome to Parenting Village. All right, you're welcome. If you have still not invited your friends, please go ahead to invite them because we are starting immediately. All right, guys, are you ready to hear what the celeb has for us? Please, I don't want main comments. Anything you have to say it. If you know that anything you say will take you to air fire, don't say it. Swallow it. All right. Um, Give me some minutes.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, my name is Oini Jesu, and you can address me as your celebrity. Yes, you can address me as a celebrity. And if I don't see up to 20 comments here, I'm not going to start. So, 20. I'm waiting. Oh. Okay, I see you guys. Let's keep it coming. I Gloria Adiola. Sorry, Adiola Odwole. Oluwajomiloju, Samuel Olabi, and many others. So the title of my story is The Curse of the Big Cycle. And I want you all to listen. Far away in the west, in a town called Badagry, Lagos, there lived a middle class family of four boys named Peter, Pokio, Pocket, and Picky. And their parents were Mr. and Mrs. Ajayi. Are you guys following? From the age of 4, Peter, the second middle-born, knew his father and mother to be Christians, and he also knew them to be middle-class workers. In a bustling city, busy white Badagry town, which was filled with old and young Egun people who still believed in gods and practiced their yearly festivals in a civilized country called Nigeria, Peter stayed at Topper Street, which was known as one of the happening streets for boys. He attended a private school, later a public school, and then he went back to that same private school again. He was 18 years old in SS1 with his cousin sister, Peace, who was apparently a year older than him. But rumor had it that he was meant to be in JSS3. But he left his old school, which was comprehensive, and came to a private school so as to avoid repeating the same class. Peter was the second middle born of his family of four boys. He was dark, tall, and very friendly to some specific kind of people in nature. His senior brother, Pocket, was in the university, while he was left with Pokio, the second born, and Picky, the last born. Pokio had a power bike, which was like having a Bugatti in Badagry. Even though many of them knew that Pokio was done with college, Peter was still in college, while Picky was in elementary school, grade 6. Are you following? And about Peter's age, it's not a big deal. It was a normal thing there in Badagry. And don't get me wrong, there were also big schools in Badagry too. Peter had a friend in SS2 called Ade. And the funniest thing about Peter was that he actually he actually paid attention in class. He dressed neatly, he doesn't sag, and he attends classes even though he comes to school around 10 a.m. just to skip assembly. And he also dislikes wearing socks to school. And I guess it's because that's what he's used to in his old school with his groups. He had one problem. He had one problem which led to the unlocking of different parts of his bad habits. And guess what? It seemed like flexing to him. He wanted to be like his brother, Pokio, who was a Yahoo boy with the girls. You know what? Peter wanted to do more than his brother. You know the adage? You know that adage which says, when my parents stopped, I want to start from there and pass them. That was what he wanted. But this time around, it was about his brother. Peter doesn't beat girls, he doesn't like fighting, but he was a wrestler. Like, you know, Bianca Blair. If you watch wrestling, like my wrestling fans, they understand me. So he was like a wrestler, but he doesn't like fighting. He also loved making videos of himself flexing. He was also called the chief of the class by his peer. But note this, Peter was never stopped by his mom or his brother for anything he did. Instead, they praised him more. Okay. Peter had another friend in his class called Eniobanke. Not too close, but just friends. She came to him and something led to the discussion of Peter, his family, and his life. She asked him, "How many girlfriends do you have? Be honest." And he said, "6." She was shocked and couldn't believe it. And then she asked again. He still said 6, sarcastically. And your banker told him that it was nonsense. And then Joy, Annie's acquaintance, was like, "I will make them 7 for you." Then he said out loud, and he said out loud,
Whack, baby.
yes, that's the slang, that's the slang. The next minute, and your banker was like, "What are you using 6 girlfriend for?" Then he asked her to reduce her voice, telling her that she was shouting. She asked again, "If your mommy catch you, eh?" And he replied by saying, "Wetin she wan do for me?" The only thing wey she fit talk be say, "Peter ma rọra, Peter ma rọra," which meant, "Peter, be calming down, Peter, be calming down." That's all she will say. And your banker was like, "If I slap you, eh?" Peter replied by saying his usual with a thick voice, "Kí ló ṣe wọ́?" She replied by saying, "What if your girlfriend are disturbing you for money? What will you do? Can you even fight?" Peter replied by saying, "I'll just block them now. Me, I cannot be girl." David, Peter's friend at the back, was laughing at the last word Peter said. Then Peter added by saying, "When I was still incomprehensive, one girl fought with me. She tore my clothes. You see belts. I used to teach her sense." And he replied by saying, "May God help you." And he replied with another slang saying, "Ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi o." That day, Annie thought about it, and out of curiosity, she couldn't believe what he said until she overheard him speaking with one of his old friends, Kamoru, who was a bona fide of comprehensive school. Kamoru invited Peter to an house party, and Peter replied by saying, "Mi ò ní babe o. Mi ò ní babe. Àwọn babe mi ti decrease. Mi ò lè lọ." And he also asked the girl beside him if she could go with him. Mind you, she was in SS2 at that time, and that was where it began, not preparing for the future. All he wanted was to be the man of the day, the freshest boy, the Ogba dancer, because he also knew how to dance very well, especially that Tidola dangerous step. He even represented his private school in a track race competition and got 2nd place. Like, that's to show how useful he was. On the 21st of March, which was their school's career day, and your banker asked Peter to come to school for exam the next day. But Peter replied by saying, "I no guide again. I no wan come school until exam finish." With this belief, and he said to him, "Peter,
Oh, Nilakai.
exactly, meaning you don't have sense," and he just eased. Here it was again, lack of focus, and it wasn't the first time, neither was it going to be the last one. She also asked him if he does any work at home, and he said no. Why would you do? Jesus Christ. He said no. He said no. Why would he do so when he has younger siblings? When he has a younger sibling, and then Annie was like, "I know you have younger siblings, but don't you sweep like maybe once in a while?" He replied by saying, "Me sweep? Kílódé? Kílódé tí mo máa ṣe fi gbálẹ̀? Like, why would I sweep when my junior ones are there?" Annie replied by saying, "Kí ló ṣe wọ́?" And they both started laughing and went their separate ways. Are you following?
Yes, we are following.
Okay. Don't worry, you guys get to ask a question at the end. Okay. The next day, which was a free day in school, even though it was meant to be the day of exam, the teacher came into the class to mark attendance, and as she was calling their names, she called Peter's name. The students were like, Ma, Peter is not in school. Sebae stood up and said, Ma, Peter may still come to school. You know that he comes late to school. That boy can come around 10 a.m. anytime he like. Then Joy, who was Eniobanke's acquaintance, said, Ma, he's not coming to school today. Then Eniobanke stood up and also said, Ma, he's not coming to school today. Divine said, after the teacher left, few minutes after the teacher left, Divine asked Joy and Eniobanke, why is he not coming to school today? As Eniobanke was about to talk, Joy interrupted her by saying, today is his birthday, and he sent me view once of where he is on WhatsApp. Mary also said, yes, I saw him at Tande around 6:30 a.m. this morning, and even his friend Ade in SS2 is not in school today. Eniobanke was shocked. She was like, so because of birthday, he did not come to school today. What if we started our exam today? That boy, so his mom cannot tell him to come. Child. She said this in her mind. Peter didn't still come to school on the first day of their exam, which was on Friday, and Annie was not shocked. To her greatest surprise, she saw him on Monday. He's not the same boy that said he's not coming to school. Hey, wonder shall never cease to end. You know, another funny thing about Peter was that he was calm and didn't do any form of deep examination malpractice. He only asked for answer from his friends at his back. Maybe he didn't come because we wrote maths on the first day, said Owen in her mind. Chai is even ruling the line like he knows all the answer. Wonder shall never cease to end. That boy. The next day, which was Tuesday, and the third day of their exam, Peter did not come to school, and this time around, Eniobanke was not even shocked at all. Back at Peter's house, he was still on his bed around 12 p.m. on Tuesday. He was still around 12 p.m. on Tuesday while playing Call of Duty. See, I can relate. And his mom came in and said, Kílódé tó fi lọ sí school lẹ́nu. And Peter replied by saying, mi ò fẹ́ lọ. And his mom said, will you get up and go to school now? Peter sat up straight and said, me, go to school by this time? And she said, yes. He replied by saying, Mommy, why are we middle class? Why are we not rich? Why are we like this? His mom replied by saying, we can still make a change, my son. Bokio, who was beside Peter on the bed, said sarcastically with a mean look at his mom and said, we? He looked away and looked back at her again. Where your husband is safe? She replied him saying, Benue son, with that bombastic side eye that can throw you into the river. Yeah. Then she faced Peter again saying, Peter, go to school or else. He said quickly, not making her finish her sentence. Or else what? Don't you have shame? Do you want me to go to school by this time? What will people say about me? What would they say about you? What would they say about this family? Go! I don't care about what they would say. She replied. Peter then said, it's always about you, always complaining. She replied again by saying, can't you go to school and make this family proud? Can't all of you go? Can't all of you do this? Then he said to her, Mommy, what did you do in your old time? What did you do? Esha dúró síbẹ̀. Exactly. Peter, Emi wèrè. She replied. Then, while Bokio was still busy texting his friends, Mommy, Peter said, meaning you don't have sense. Àwa máa ṣiṣẹ́, àwa máa ṣe yahoo, àwa náà ìyá máa jẹ wá. Tàbá wa mú owó wá, ẹ máa gbà á. Irú abiyamọ wo lèyí gan. Ọmọ ẹ sọ go far. Okay. So Peter, what is the difference with what I did that time and what you are doing now? What is the difference? She said. Peter replied by saying, ìyà ti jẹ mí gan. He stormed out of the room while she kept calling out his name. Peter! Just like the way my mother calls my sister. And after calling him thrice with no response, she went out to check where he had gone to. And know this, the world didn't end when Peter
Was
was 18 years
18 years
old. That's on period.
Thank you guys. Did you enjoy that?
Let me see.
I'm going to see it later after the session.
You don't have any question.
Which kind of question they won't ask? Good evening, everybody. How was the story? Oh my goodness. Please keep your questions. There's no time for that. You people, I now have souvenir to give Celeb, but you better say thank you so that I can bribe somebody else to come and meet us next week. Please. She should do a book out of storytelling. Oh, she don't do one. She already has a full squad. She has an editor in Enyo Banke, that's why she wrote her name. And then she has a big mama, the writer here. And then she has designers in, don't worry, our house are complete. Alright, so good evening everybody once again. Good evening. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go tonight. Elijah level. That's what we want to use right now. Alright. It's okay. Now something they make me jealous. It's okay. I'm on stage now. Celeb has gone. This is Abimbola. This is Director Bim. Address me as such. Please focus on me. Focus on me. I do not like to share the stage. I'm on stage now. So please focus on me. Leave any other whatever. Oof. Alright. So what are we here for this night? You guys already typed something else backward. So what are we here for tonight? If you can remember the topic, please let's type it. I'm waiting. Let's be active. We are breaking cycles. Yes. Give me the full topic. What are we talking about tonight? The course of the big cycle. You know that you have to type it in capital letter. In caps. We're here for the... See, follow my babe. Follow the lead. Are we the leader? People are waiting for somebody to type so that you can copy. Egun àyíká ńlá náà. Egun. No, it's not egun. Egun àyíká ńlá náà. Egun. Mitch, where are you learning? Nope. My name is Abimbola Anuoluwapo. Do you get it? Those are my names. Alright, so we are here for the course of the big cycle. We've been calling ourselves cycle breakers for a while, right? Tonight we are going to know what cycles exactly to break and the ones to preserve. And I know that you're ready. I noticed that you did not understand the topic. That's why you did not really talk about it. But I'm going to explain everything to you this night. I'm not offended. I just saw that it was very easy. Whenever I put flyer out, two people will be talking about it on your status. Your mouth is just doing as if you are the one that wants to teach. A rich big cycle now. Ring kokoso. See your life. You see yourself? Ring kokoso. Tomorrow make I put this thing for now. Let me go and put this thing. Will be helper. I mean I the help now. I not try me. Okay, so another thing is, if you notice, we did not really have many activity in the group, unlike previous editions. It is because I don't want to use what the internet is saying, but your current experiences, so that I can answer your question, not just teach what I want. or what I know. So most of what I'll be talking about tonight would be from what you complained about. So I did not just come in. I don't know why this thing is pinching me. I'm coming, please. All right. So I did not just ask you questions to expose your family, but to give you answers. And one of the tiring things about this work that I do is having to repeat something over and over again. But I'm not going to be moved and just jump into something else when you've not gotten it, because they say that repetition is the mother of knowledge. Yeah, so mother of learning. So I'll keep repeating as many times as possible, even if it is not convenient, till we get it. Okay, so now let's start with, why is this thing connecting? Please let me know if you can still hear me. Okay, I see you typing. All right, thank you. So tonight, let's start with the transition over the years. You must first understand that your parents are not totally wrong. I don't want to generalize, but almost every lady has heard the statement, "Is this how you will behave in your husband's house?" Or ilé ọkọ àbí ṣé ọkọ ni àbí ẹ̀kọ́? Ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ni, right? If you have heard it, if somebody has said it to you jokingly or seriously or and all of that, please let me know, let me see you. If they have ever said it to you, maybe jokingly or maybe from people that are not even serious, but they have ever said it to you, any of those things, is this how you do in your husband's house? Or ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ni? Please let me see it. All right, thank you. So we are together now. We are together. I know that it is annoying, and it's not like I'm siding them this night though, because I'm one of the people that don't like to hear things like that. But if I'm telling you now that okay, there is something else behind it, I just need you to just understand. It is annoying, but there is an intention behind that message. Quickly, I'm going to read out the post that I made on IG day before yesterday. I'm going to read it out, and I need you to listen attentively and let me know if you also understand it. Is this how you will behave in your husband's house? Many times that question is coming from experience, not always understanding. When mothers say things like, "Is this how you behave in your husband's house?" most times it is not just correction, it is coming from what they believed would work in their own time. Back then, many of them thought that virginity and knowing how to cook would keep a man. That was the focus. Some of them didn't get the results they expected, but instead of questioning it, they passed it down to you, not out of wickedness, please take note, but out of love, hoping that you will not make mistakes like them. They may not sit you down and say, "This did not work for me," so they say it the only way they know how, through instructions and pressure. The truth is, that is not all that works now. That is not all that works now. And if you don't understand the season you are in, you will do the same thing to your children. In our generation now, we might start saying things like, if you don't have money, if you are not resourceful, if you are not skillful, you will not be able to keep a home. But who says that will be the exact thing that sustains a family in the next generation? Can you see hear me? That is why it is your responsibility to stay updated, to understand your time, and not use your present reality to limit the future. Another issue is this: back then, the major focus was, don't have premarital sex, go and do it in marriage. That was the standard. There was even a time when people would display proof on wedding nights to show that the lady kept herself, and it was celebrated. It was a big deal then. I mean, I still heard of it. I think one mother was saying it that at that time they'll carry white clothes when the husband and wife finish, when they are like they have carried them from what's it called, reception to hotel. So all those people will now stand at the door. The man and the woman will now enter the room to go and do. They will give them white clothes. So when they now sleep with each other, if there is blood on the white wrapper, they'll bring it outside and show everybody that she's a new girl. She did not can you see me? She did not spoil her life. It was a glorious thing that time. Okay, you can see hear me. It was a glorious thing that time. Well, nobody cares about that shit today. Sorry that I'm using shit because it's actually shit. What do you mean you are announcing my this thing outside? You're not saying she is a this or she is not a this. How does that even make sense to them that time? So what happened? People were taught to avoid sex before marriage, but we're not taught what sustains a marriage after. So many entered marriage just to finally do what they were told to wait for. I don't know if you have seen people like that, that all their single years, they're like, oh, sexual purity, sexual purity. The moment they got married, they had 5 children. So it felt like that was the only thing they were waiting to go and do inside marriage. And so when they came outside like this, it was triplet after triplet, and I'm like, kilo shele, what's happening? Who they do give away? That kind of thing. So, and after doing all of that, I think it was in 2020 COVID period that a lot of marriages collapsed because many people were at home and people did not know what to do with their spouse. Like, okay, we are seeing ourselves 24 hours now. What are we supposed to be doing? We have eaten, we have done devotion, we have charged our phone, we have finished talking to the children. We still have 9 hours left. What are we going to be doing? Looking at ourselves. And that's why they started fighting. They started having many issues because they only told you that okay, marriage is the only place you can go and have this thing legally, but they did not tell you other things that you need to keep in marriage. Like, okay, you have to be friends with this person, you have to learn communication, you have to be emotionally intelligent, you have to understand the concept of growth and purpose. So they entered with one thing, but marriage needed more. So now they look at their children maybe after failing and they say, is this what you want to do? So they're speaking from pain, they're speaking from experience, but not understanding. Do you get it now? So it's more like I get into a place and I'm feeling there and I'm seeing a young girl that has the chance that I had before. What will come out of my mouth, out of anger, I'll be like, get serious with your life now. Have you met people that they wasted their life? Maybe they're not fulfilling purpose at 40. When they see children even playing, they'll be so angry because they wasted their lives and they just imagine or they just expect that this child will get it immediately. If they are going to get it immediately, why did you not get it immediately in your own turn? So this is exactly what they are doing. Do you get it now? So they just see you and be like, get serious with your life, nigga. So they tell you when they see that okay, maybe you're not sweeping the house well or you're not cooking well, and this is like, why are you not cooking? Why are you putting 5 Maggi inside this thing? Do you want to kill your husband? Maybe it was Maggi that caused issue between them and their husband or their family. So they are now using it as a template to teach other people outside, which is 100% wrong. So they look at other children or their children and say, is this what you want to do? Can you see the pattern now? They expect that okay, keep yourself. They expect virginity without value. Coach Wendy will say virgins, the 5 virgins without the oil. You're only going with what everybody know, but you don't have like the oil to sustain that place that you are going to. You don't have the oil to sustain the access that the virginity will give you. So you are only shouting purity, but you are not preparing. You only have the purity in your head. Okay, I'm not going to have this, I'm not going to have that. And oh God, I must digress, but I'm going to say everything that I want to say. And that's why we have many good girls today, very, very angry. You see a girl come out of church and I see them on TikTok. They are maybe 28 years old and they are angry. They're like, my parents said, don't wear trousers, don't do makeup, don't do earring, don't do. But there is a girl that in fact was sleeping around, wore many nonsense clothes, pierced their ears, but they are intact today. They are doing amazingly well. They are very bold, they are confident, they have
Like, they can stand up for themselves. But the only thing they told these good girls in quotes is, don't let boy touch you, wear your long skirt, don't talk too much, don't do this. But now you have the purity, but you're not prepared for the world. You get, like, you have that. I don't know if you have seen girls like that. They are so angry. So they come out of the church and people are like, oh my God, you used to be an usher. What happened? Why are you living a wayward life? And they are so angry that if I lived my life the way this guy is living, at least I'll be better than how I am now. Because they only focused on one thing that might take me there, but they did not tell me what will sustain where I am going to. And if we don't learn, we will repeat the same cycle in different form. And I'm going to show you many examples this evening. Now, that's the post that I wanted to read. As your teacher now that I am, when I say things like learn for two, what am I implying? I'm telling you to learn for yourself. I'm telling you to learn for yourself, and practice. Learn for yourself to practice and teach your children, right? Good. And your spouse and everybody around you, good. Now, the beautiful part now is that most people are even acquiring knowledge that they don't need now, just so their children will not suffer gaps in the future. Imagine now learning all these things and your child is now saying you hate them because of it, and because they cannot see where you are coming from. So I think that is what is happening. They probably learn for two, but they are putting the right information on the wrong foundation, or the wrong information on the right foundation. You see it now. So as I'm teaching you now that your children need to be smart, your children need to be confident, your children need to be bold and all of that, when you start having children, even from the children around you, you might even want to be forcing those things on them without knowing them. So that is the issue that we are having now. So those parents see that I'm failing in this marriage, I'm failing in this workplace because I don't know this thing. So instead of them to now start explaining it carefully, they're not enforcing it. They're not saying it through pressure and all of these things. And that is why we are not getting it. And again, because we are not in their generation, and they probably did not get it. And you know what? They feel like that is the longest part of your life. And it will not be nice to not inform you. I mean, we have not gotten anywhere yet though. And there are so many rules on the internet. There was one time that I said I wanted to keep my Instagram because Jesus. When I start scrolling, this one say 5 principles to keep a marriage. This one say 5 kinikon to raise a obedient child. Another one say 5 things to keep your man. Another one say 5 things to send to your girlfriend. Jesus, it is too much. And most of the time, they are talking from their own experience, which is not bad. It is not bad. You can share your opinion without making it a rule or the standard. Do you understand? Because this is where the problem is coming from. Share your opinion. Tell us, okay, this is what you did and what you did not do that got you where you are. But don't make it a rule. Don't force it on us. Don't make it our standard. Like, okay, if you don't, and you see from their call to action, if you don't do this, you will fail in your marriage. Like, calm down, like, calm down. That's your story, that's your experience. You don't have to force it on me. And I know I'm shouting all these things now, so that when I get to where I'm going to, I'll be able to balance you very well. Now, we have so many rules on the internet. Be skillful, be resourceful, marry your friend. What's the person that I'm supposed to marry is my friend yet? And make the new person my friend. They will not realize and make their mistakes a rule. A lot of love. As far as they got to that position, they didn't get married to their friend. So post from the you will know that okay, that gift is because did not failing. So they expect that you do something and get results that they want, not the results that you want. Or the advice that you need own job. And that's and this is what I want to ask you. Will you make or the this this is one of those the big cycle. So so can activate or what is what you have to not this is where I was going to doing with your mind that your mind is that it is very tough for multiply become a miracle. If you don't spit, you are starting another side for an and then things that happen and they happen that now how do I call now? They are not life. There are things that will happen again and again, and that's why people will tell you that we understand. You understand when the time responsibility is you answer with a deep understanding. When I say different understanding is you handling the situation where so they can tell you when the time come you will understand. Yes, it is possible for you to get there. It is possible for your time to come and not feel what they felt. Do you understand? When people tell you things like, oh, your time will come, you understand. Most times they're saying it out of pain. They are projecting. Oh, I'm telling you, one day you find me in when you're in this situation that I'm in now. So it's your responsibility to answer them different understanding. Not just your mouth. It's your duty to make them like it's possible for me to get to where you are right now and still not feel what you have felt because I know better. Yes, everybody will go to school, everybody will marry, everybody will have children. This is the cycle of life. They tell you, oh, your turn will come. Say yes. Don't be scared. Yes, but I will handle that because I know better. So now let me give you a list. And if you have been noticing it now, it's your time. I'm going to give you a list. Let me know if you have been noticing it. This is how it works in life. Because it's very, very silent. You will not even know that this thing is working. You will not know that you're already on that path. So the first one is for these people that are always shouting, oh, I'm a modest ambassador. I'm a modest this and that. Let me show you how it started. You started as a child. You see bad behaviors in girls and boys. You pick a path based on your environment. Like, oh, I'm a child of God. My parents are this. I don't want to mingle with this. Maybe because of what I've heard in Sunday school, or maybe because of what my parents have taught me and all of that. You pick a path. And then you become irritated by people. I'm coming. Okay. You become irritated by those people preaching modesty in all forms. Let's say you are wearing your very sharp clothes now, very, very beautiful and all of that. And one auntie just came out from nowhere. Let's use your blanket because they already started with her. She just came out of nowhere. Your skirt is too short, though. There are many, many people on these streets now, ladies and men, that can rape you. Drag your skirt down, do this down. You become irritated, like, what happened? Leave me alone. Let me live my life. You have lived your life. Let me live my life and all of that. Maybe after you now learn your lesson, or you did not learn, a lot of changes happened again and again. Then you start getting exposed. You now start seeing the truth. Maybe you're not born again, or you do not born again. Then now you now see that if you are not wearing your clothes well, if you are not being modest and all of that, you are exposing yourself to all this rubbish and the rest too. Somehow now you have now become one of those preaching modesty, people that you were irritated by. Do you see it now? Do you see how it works? So now you are now in their shoes because you know better now. You are now teaching them, don't wear this, don't wear that. Maybe through your fashion or through your modesty challenge and all of that, you get celebrated. You start going to schools, you start talking to students. Oh, wear dress, your gown, your palazzo, your this, don't show your body and the rest. Like that, you have ended up like those aunties, disturbing younger girls, forgetting that you used to hate them. Do you see it? Are you still with me? Are you people still with me? Do you see it now? Then let me give you another one. Because these things will not announce itself to you that, oh, you are now in the season now. No, you will just enter it as a normal way of life. Let me give you another example. Another example is, let's say you're growing, you grow, yes, you change from teenage to adults, and the rest, you fall in love, you give birth, you become a parent. Then the husband that used to do big then in school, now start having bukata. What's the bukata? Tell me. They're not here. Okay, bukata. Now any responsibility here. Is it my network? Okay, you now have responsibility in your head, and now you don't have time boy find man again. You barb your hair, like, oh, I don't have time, I'm not doing alcohol. Now you now start looking like all those Baba Ebeji with your bowed head and your big stomach, because now you are feeding well, but now you don't have time to go and sit down in barber shop and to do your dread, because now you have responsibility. You don't have time for fine boy and fine boy again. Now you now look like Baba Ebeji with a youth mindset, but with a different priority. And now you'll be part of those uncle that will be posting your throwback on TikTok and say, I used to do fine boy like you now. I used to do fine boy like you. Do you see how you get there now? Then for the wife, maybe she used to be a baddie or a normal active lady and all of that. And as she enters, or maybe as she has given birth now, people now start calling her, as a married woman, you can't be wearing this, so your neck cannot be showing, and all of that. Then she start wearing what? Boo. She start glorifying matured dressing just because she wants to look the part. Before you know, both of you now start looking like mother of one, mother of two. You don't know how you got there, but it's part of life. That's how the cycle is going. It's like a clock. It's ticking and you're moving with it, whether you like it or not. Now, the next set of people are these people that will say, don't call me a pastor. Don't call me a pastor. I'm not a pastor. Maybe they grew in church now, and then the aura is always there. I don't know if some of you can get away with bad things, but there are some people that they can never get away with it. You do it, that's the day they will catch all of you. Maybe you are trying, as a guy, you are trying to wear earring, you are trying to wear stuff. People just looking at like, who is this one? It did not fit you. Move it. You even look more miserable than you looked before. Because why are you wearing stud earring and that kind of thing? you want to woo a girl, like you want to toast a girl. All she's hearing is Rema. She's just hearing thou art, thou art. It's not because you want it, but because of your upbringing and all of that. Then you hated the old stuff. You go to university, you see university as an escape. You start doing what? You start living your life. And then people in your generation now start talking about, you have to be on fire. Oh, as a fine boy, you must have fire of God, you must be able to raise the dead and all of that. Then because you don't want to be left out, you know how you started, then you too go back to your secret place so that you'll not be left behind. And because you want to show that me sef I don dey before una now, then you start flaunting your what? You start flaunting your prophetic. You start showing that me too have been here before you people now. And then you start watching men of God to act the part in case you are being called. You are trying to prepare because they say prepare, and all of those things. Before you know it, your dressing, your mannerism, everything starts to marinate. Like, because I mean, there was one time that I used to watch Pastor Sarah Jakes, and like I just love how her tone used to go from, she can be talking now, you need to love God, you need to do this. Then the next moment her tone is up and she's rapping. I'm like, I love it. I will be watching it. Before you know it, there was one time that I went to church and it was my time to preach. And as I was practicing, I said that, Egbami, what am I doing? It is what I've been watching that is now showing. So you start learning, okay, this is how pastors used to dress, this is how to carry yourself, and the rest. You don't know that you are preparing for what you once escaped from. And then you start learning, you start watching podcasts, you start getting the importance of identity and the rest. Before you know it, you start accepting the names that are calling you Papa, Pastor, the anointed, creative, the this and that, all those heavy names and the rest. And then before you know, you start mentoring others to do so. For more influence, you start going deeper in the secret place for more results. Now you are into it. And if they don't call you a pastor, there's nothing they can identify you as again in this life. Can you see now that you are back to what you once hated? Because that is what your generation needs now, because it is now a valid reason. Now, the second one is for people that say, I don't want to be a mentor, I don't want to mentor anybody and the rest. And because you are knowledgeable, you start to like do your normal thing. People start seeing you, they start calling you mentor. Before you know it, you start watching how other mentors behave, so at least you'll be able to do some things. And now you are in that position of a mentor. You are back to what you once ran away from. Then the other example is, I'm going to keep that for another time. Then I don't know, like me, I've always wondered how people got into ritualism, like ritual and the rest. Like, how was it in their time that you now enter somebody's house and they have a separate room to practice all of these things? And I'm like, okay, how did it start? Were they not ashamed and the rest and the rest? But it is my time now, and in my lifetime I'm seeing boys posting their rituals routine online. They are openly posting it that, okay, you talk today, you not see clients, tomorrow you not see clients, Thursday you not see clients. You're still posting your status when you should be inside a river washing your head. Something that used to be hidden is now opened. So before, they used to tell you that life is hard, pray against generational problems, but you take all those CSC pastors, they are wicked, they don't want you to rest. You go for vigil, you are binding, you are casting. Now it is showing your front that even your friends, if you are not careful, you are the next person that are going to use. Now you are scared of Ogun. You that you said it was nothing before, now it is something to you because it is now real in your lifetime. This is how the cycle works. Now, people are now intentionally meeting what they used to run away from for money because it is trendy. because somebody is talking about it openly. Let me quickly show you some videos. Are you still here? If your network is doing like that, do you want to see the video that I want to show you now? Let me see. Let me see if I can show you. I don't want to rush. If I'm not able to finish it up, I'll see what I can do. I don't want to rush you at all. I want you to see the picture by yourself. Let me show you. I even saw one this evening, so if I kept it fast. I'm going to show you. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen? Oh God, I need somebody to use the mic to say yes. Can you see my screen? Just type. Let me see so I can go. Huh. Okay, you can. Thank you. Let me show you. See this? I don't know if you can.
I don't see my mother. You see your son, no? You know they behave like this. I don't kiss you my sister. I don't see my mother. I don't see my mother. I don't behave like this. Nobody be agree on now. You know.
That's one. Shebi, can see this rubbish here. Glory, can you see my phone? Yes. Oh, yeah. Let me go back and check. Then there is this. Are you serious?
This is the current state of the youth in Nigeria.
Watch this.
Ajitu! Àwọn èèyàn ló wà ń bí o, kò ń ṣe rò. Bó a ṣe sórí ọmọ ìyá mi, no dey follow them talk say na Grace. Grace paya ẹ̀, ara Grace ya.
What's it connect? Shotiri. Okay. Did you people see it? So for that first guy, he was confessing, Otiya really like he has gone mad. I think they caught him on the streets. He's lamenting that he already used his two sisters for a ritual, that he cannot use his mother. Apparently that's what the God is asking for now. So he's complaining that he can't use Otiya really name. Do you see it now? Those other ones, see the number of boys at the stream. Sharing our stream at the ocean. See what they are doing. They are even posting it, something that they used to hide. And then in the next 5 years, in the next 7 years, children will be running from these things until it's their time. They'll not say that, I need this thing. My friends are doing it. Let me enter it. This is how the cycle works. That other one too. Those ones are somebody best. Oh my God, what is going on? What's it called? Those two guys now. Those ones now are somebody's best after dad. Ride or die, love of my life. See them openly showing their faces that if Grace is not working, you better go and put bed on your head and wash it. See what is going on in the world that we are in, and you tell me that this thing is not real. We have to be what? We have to be very, very careful. Now, this is how the cycle works. Let me give you another one. I think I have another video saved. Let me show you. Let me show you. All of you that are having issues with Telegram, I don't know. Check this, my screen again. I want to show you another video.
Àwòlá Jésù sọ́dúnrún Maclean tó fi fọ́nú rẹ̀. Àdúrà ṣe yìí fáṣọ kan. Ṣé bọ́ ní pẹ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ owó wà ní bó ṣe ń rí lára? O ti sọ toilet roll di tó wẹ̀ káre. Àwòlá Jésù àdúrà òróró ìfẹ̀yìn kan. Ó yá tápadà bó ń wẹ̀ yẹn. Wo bó ṣe ń gálù bọ̀ sádànù ó lè ṣe fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́. Kí ló dé fún gbogbo náà sílẹ̀? O tún tan fáàn, mo fáàn ló tàn sílẹ̀ gbogbo náà. Kí ló dé? Kí lè ṣe? Tẹ́ bá
Can you see it now? Can you see how it works? It is your turn now. You are there. All this, if you cannot see or you cannot hear anything, just leave the app and come back. Did you see what I just showed you? Can you relate? Abi, your time is still coming. Okay. Okay, that's how it works now. That time they'll tell you, don't do this. You will think, my mom used to shout. She's stingy. She's that. She's this. Your time, it dey like this and it dey front. And I'm not even trying to scare you. What I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to let you know that, as they have said, you will understand. But make sure that your understanding is you handling it well, not you feeling the same way they felt. Do you understand? I think I need another word to replace this understand I'm saying. Now the next one is, listen carefully. The next one is, at some point, okay, there was this lady that took her business. I think she sells egg roll, small chops, and the rest. So she was not having order online. Excuse me. She was not having order online, and she took it to the streets, where these guys are. What do they call them? These construction sites. She took it there, and then she made a vlog that I made sales today and the rest. To see how people were now bashing her in the comment section. You people, you are hawking. Is this not hawking? Is this not this? You people insulted people that were hawking that time. Now you people have changed the name from hawking to offline marketing. I want you to understand, or no, they say comprehend that at some point you will have to take your business offline. You will have to take your business to schools. You will have to take your business to main markets, maybe morning own or night own, in the name of expansion, because that's where your money is. You cannot keep sitting down online and you're not competing with people that have sponsors and you're saying, I've not made order today. You're competing with people that are sending fake screenshots and you want to say you are competing with them, and the rest. At some point, you have to take your business off WhatsApp, go offline, and all of this. And you know what? People will say you are hawking. Maybe that's the real name, maybe that's not the real name. But what has happened? We went back to how it started in the first place. And that is my issue now. Children will grow up and think that you are poor because you are hawking until it's their time and they have valid reasons to. And I think I have many teachers to blame for this, because many teachers have been saying, especially social studies teachers, they'll say, bankers, lawyers, engineers, all those ones are the ones that are making money. Even people that used to write this book, all those ones, they need cane. They'll only put banker, lawyer, doctor, this. Other people, they'll say they are poor, they don't have money. If you're not doing anything inside this poor profession or occupation, your life are spoiled and the rest. All those people, they need cane. And they're the ones that are causing the issues that we have today. When we start tying business or work to solving problem and purpose, we will see that robbery will reduce. And this is what I'm trying to say. Once we stop seeing going to work as the only avenue to make money, or the only reason I'm going to work is to go and make money, then we'll reduce the pressure that we have on these younger people. Maybe when we start prioritizing it or putting that number one reason you are working is to solve a problem, then people will have a new mindset towards working. I don't know if you understand. When we start saying, okay, the reason you are working is to first, because that's what we are doing, we are solving each other's problem. Somebody that slept and you know that you are going out tomorrow morning, you do know what's it called now? You forgot that, or maybe as you are taking your bath, your brush now fall inside your water closet or on the floor. You now run outside. You now saw the woman selling provision. You went there to buy, what's it called? You went there to buy toothbrush to quickly brush your teeth. She has solved your problem. Once we start seeing that, okay, we are solving each other's problem, then we will not be what's it called? Is it overlooking? No, it's not overlooking. We will not be looking down on most profession. That's number one. Thank you. Discriminating. So instead of running away from or graduating from hawking in quotes as okay, a normal way to market your business, when we already see the potential in it, why not make it better? Maybe repackage it, or instead of downgrading it, we think of something else or how to go about it or make it look better, so that when these children grow up, they'll not see it as something only for poor people or something that we can run back to when we are desperate. Now, the third example under this cycle, to see how the cycle work is, I don't know, but I know many people that mocked housewives or all those dedicated mothers, dedicated wives. They'll see she's always at home. There's no day you go to her house that you not see her at home. Is she not going out and the rest? Now, most people that they just finished university, they're already is it proclaiming now? They are already prophesying it or manifesting it that I just want to be a housewife. I just want to be a mioga. I want to be chief wife. Not because of anything, but because now we now understand the role of family. You understand your part to play. But you do not like it then, maybe because it was misrepresented. Do you see it now? So most of the things that we are doing today are the things that they've done that we hated. But now we are doing it because we now have valid reasons to do them, both the good and both the bad. I don't know about others, but as for me, I am going to have many workers. I'm going to have many workers, not because of anything, but because I need more time to, what's it called? I need more time to think, and I need more time to write. So I'm just going to delegate my work. Okay, you are going to do this, you are going to do, not in a discriminating matter at all. Of course not. But there was a time we hated or we insulted people that had house helps. And like, oh, that woman is such a wicked woman. She's lazy. Why can't she not do it by herself? Now, those people are worn out as women, as ladies, as husbands. Because you did everything that you could have delegated. You did them by yourself. And now you are too tired to do the important things. Coach Wendy will say, when you don't understand your energy cycle, that is when you will use your strength. You use your high energy to cook jollof rice in the morning when you're supposed to use it to be thinking. So in the morning, I don't know when you know that you're active. I'm always very active very early in the morning. Once the time is past 12, I cannot do anything again. Like, I cannot do anything serious again. So if you're coming to me very early in the morning and you are just me, I just know that you are my enemy. Like, you want to scatter my day. You don't like me. So let's say maybe from 4 a.m. to like 9 or 10 or 11. Once I see that whole team were 11:30, 12 o'clock, my body is already shaking like, I've not done most of my tasks. I've not done this. Once I just see my DM in the morning, I have this for you. I say, get thee behind me. Because I know my energy cycle. Please don't disturb me in the morning. That's why some of you message me in the morning. You will still not come and be putting question mark like, hello, do you buy phone for me? Why are you dissing me in the morning? Why are you sending me long message in the morning? Do you get it? Some people, their own is in the afternoon. Some people, their own is in the night. So when you know your own and you're allowing people take from your time again, That's what happened to some people. They outsourced. They use their important time to do for other people. Then the time they do not have, they're not using to do important things for their life. And you know why? Many people now are now tilting towards having workers, having out help, because TCI said buy people time to have 100 hours so that you can have time, because the Olushola said you have to delegate, you have to pay people and the rest. Now it makes sense to you, but you forgot that you insulted those people that had helps then. You forgot that you insulted them that time, but now you want to do it because it makes sense now. I don't know if people are understanding me. I'm trying to help you see that these things are very, very easy to do now that it is your turn, now that you have valid reason to do it, but you will not know that you are continuing a cycle. Now, the next set of people that we have is there was one time that people were buying Asoebi. They'll say, you have to shop for your friend. You go, you buy Asoebi 200k, you sew 100k, you do makeup, everything. Now, let's say you have like 10 influencers friends, or you have 10 happening friends. Not like my own friends now, they're always at home. Or they don't get party. They don't have anything that I do. I laugh in the Holy Ghost. They're not doing birthday party. They're not doing worship session. They're not doing come and skip in my house. They're not doing let's go to event together. Nothing. They're at home. I'm not buying any Asoebi. You see, for some people, their friends are always having something to do every. TCI, you tag the wrong person. You see it now. So they're not complaining online now. Oh. They're complaining that let's go back to what? Let's go back to Ankara. Ankara as we wear value. What's it called? Lace. What's the name of this thing now? Oh God. Asoebi, those lace does not have real value, because Monday to Friday 9 to 5, Saturday choir rehearsal, Sunday you wear choir uniform. You cannot wear the Asoebi, you cannot wear it to date, you cannot wear it for birthday, you cannot wear it to the clothes will just waste at home. So now they are complaining online. Do you know what they're not going back to now? They are going back to that Ankara that they once bash. They once bashed though. Now I'm having issues with going back. Why are we always going back? Why are we always going back? Another one is platform slippers. I think I've talked about it here before. Platform slippers. There was one time, I think I was in JSC then or so. Those eye slippers. I think there was one time that my mommy bought it and I hated it. I hated it like, why are you ridiculing me? What kind of slippers is this? Why should I wear this bombola? Yeah, I think that was what I called it. Then, guess who used to wear bombola now? Because I like when I wear it, it feels like I am on top of the world. Like I am higher, I am taller than anybody. It's me. Because I like it now, it makes sense. I did not like it that time, it did not make sense. Do you get my point? When I wear it, I'm always taller than Samuel. That's why I like wearing it. I'm taller. But when I just wear slippers back, I'll just go down. Boom. When I wear that one, to just carry me higher, my steps going to be ordered. Another one is, I remember showing you when I was showing you those videos that this big cycle stuff is not about parenting alone. It's about all aspects of life. There was one time that these girls, I will send Enebanke and TCI outside now. There was one time, and Samuel too, there was one time that people were saying, I cannot wear hairnet. It's for all those mama in the village that used to do ogi, that used to do buns, that used to do this, that used to do. They complained because one influencer brought out one bonnet that looked like what they used to steal rice. They bought it in different colors. They bought it. They started wearing it. I think it was Caramel that was wearing it that time. To wear it. Everybody started buying it. They'll put it in front of their head. Now somebody came out and said, this air bonnet is not LDO. When you wear it, your hair will be smelling, your hair will be doing this, your hair will be doing that. Guess what? Everybody has gone back to it now. Maybe you saw that video. Everybody now, they are making videos on it. Let's go back to NL too. Everybody, they're not going back. Why are you going back? Because the same way they drag you forward is the same way they drag you back, because you don't have mind of your own. You know what I think? As a business, if I was a business owner, or maybe I'm making any product, maybe later in the future and the rest, knowing that this is how the minds of people are, like this is how their mind works, I'll never stop producing whatever it is that I'm producing. I'll just be changing my location and be paying someone to talk about it. I will pay somebody to roll the chain again, and before you know it, everybody's at my feet again. And that's why as an influencer, or whatever you want to call yourself, influencer, when they bring any deal to you, you should be asking yourself, what am I endorsing? What am I starting up again? What am I bringing back up again? Because this thing is like a chain. One person will come and say this thing is good, everybody will rush there. Another person will come again and say this thing is not good, everybody will rush outside. Can't you see? Like, just picture it. Nobody's out of the chain, nobody's out of the cycle. So we need one person to come and announce it, and everybody runs there. We need another person to come and say it again, everybody runs back, nobody's out. So we are just going front, back, and we are complaining of stagnancy. How? That's time we're saying, all those people that used to work out about their marketer, they don't have money. What are your influencers doing online today? Most people, in the name of being creative, they will go and look for what they have done like 10 years ago. They will now bring it back and say nostalgic feeling, they will bring it back. Why are people operating something that should have gone extinct? Like, bring your own. I'm challenging you, and I'm challenging your creative mind, or whatever, your creativity. Why are you going back to dig up something that you should bury, something that should have gone with one generation, and you are bringing it up and you're saying you are creative? I think the one that came out recently is, the way they used to do adverts then for film, they'll say marketing, I can't say that thing, marketing distributor, buy your film, or Lasco Limited, the way they used to advertise film in those days now. Yes, some people are doing their vlog like that now. They are saying that's how they did it then. Oh wow, you are so creative. You are not creative, you stole it. You went to dig the grave when you can take something from above. Another thing now is they will say things like that time people will come out and say, don't give your children phone till they are 18 years old. Abi, don't give your phone till they are 18 years old. I think Bisola said it one time, they dragged her. Jesus. Coach Wendy too said it, that there are other things you can engage your children with. Don't give them screen. Help their brain, help their social life and the rest. They drag them. Today, go and see what people are saying in the comment section. Why? Because they cannot see what is going on. People are saying by themselves because there are many rapists, there are many security issues, especially for the parents that will put their children online. They say children content creator. You put all the information of your children outside and the rest. So somebody will now come and say, as a cyber security, they can track your children. People, again, inside that chain, all of them drag and say, I'm going to be a strict parent. So now you want to be a strict parent, but when your parents were strict to you, or when they did not give you phone, or what you wanted that time that would have killed you, you said they were wicked. But now, because it is your turn, you now have a valid reason to do it. You're not calling it, I am protecting my future, my children, because it is your turn now, Abi. But your parents' turn, you say they are wicked. Can you see that there's a problem? Can you see that we are running in cycles? We are running in cycles. Another example is that of that time we have those mothers that they had multiple businesses. And some children saw it that time as, this woman is doing a dirty job. She's supposed to stay one place. How are you supplying? Only you are supplying sand, you are supplying cookware, all those are dogon. for party, you are supplying canopy, you are supplying sand and all of those things. You see all those mothers like that, like they have workers, they are doing many things together in their shop, and you think that they are doing too much, but this same you are virtual assistant, you are community moderator, you are customer service from Monday to Friday, you will do project manager intern in the night, you will do online vendor in the morning, you will do ghostwriter in the afternoon. Kini yato? Just the names. But you were laughing at those mothers that time. Damilola Gbogbolowo Enterprise. I think I said it. I want to tag my friend now. You will do 9 to 5 in the morning, you will do CAC in the evening, you will do social media management in the middle afternoon, you will do academic. They will beat me and you see. You do academic writing and trademark in the evening, you will write story in the afternoon, and you people were dragging all those mothers. Can you people see that we are doing the same thing, just that we are having different experience? There's no difference. So you that are shouting, oh, my mother shouted at me, you are going to shout, I promise you, if you not do what you're supposed to do. You see all these examples that I'm giving you people is just to show you my points, or establish my points, that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you will do worse than what they did, and you will not be able to complain, because you will remember that Bimbi was shouting it. You will do the same thing and even more. Another example, like Modigawa Funingo, I have plenty of examples. Another example is I don't know if you have seen posts online where is it? I don't know if you have seen posts online where the wife will be asking the husband that, what do you want to eat? Or the husband will be asking the wife, what do you want to eat? They'll say nothing. But if you bring something, they will what? They will eat it, they'll swallow it. And now one woman posted on her IG which day that this is the act now. Instead of asking them what they want to eat, just cook what you want and they are going to eat it. Just like that, we will carry that same, just that mindset or that act that they gave you for only food. Some people will not apply it in all aspects of their life and affect their children, because that's what they are saying online, because that's what many mothers are relating to online. So now they will not, those parents will not even ask you any question again. They'll just start doing everything for you. They'll just start concluding for you. Do you see the problem now? Another one is tattoos. Many lifestyle content creators, the thing was looking like maybe spread of disease one time. All of them tattoo. Follow me to go and get my tattoo done. Follow me to go and do this. Follow me to go, and I'm like, kilo shele. What's going on? And then we will now look at all those mothers and say, it's tribal mark now. Let me move to the last point under this one. I think we saw that video of Rihanna when she was saying, she said, I'm not only giving you church example, I'm giving you outside example too. That video of Rihanna where she has 3 children now, and they interviewed her and they asked her, what would you do differently, or what do you regret about your youthful lifestyle? And she was like, she regrets the fact that she was putting her nipples out when she wants to do photo shoots for her music, all of that. When she was saying, she was giving ill, like she can't believe she did that kind of thing. And you know what? Many people saw that video are still treading on that part. Sometimes I don't know if that you don't used to hear word, or you just want to experience it so that you can also have something to say. Like you have something to say, God has given you what to say, but you want to say what somebody has made mistake and they have said. You want to go. You see how we used to waste our time in this life. Instead of you now saying your own different message, you want to come and tell us story that has happened, that they have told us, but you want to come and say it in your own version. We did not ask you. You are just wasting your time because somebody sent you. There was one time that they were saying, all those mothers would say, don't beat my child for me, oh. Don't beat my child for me, oh. And I think those children that did not allow to beat for them, are the ones beating people's parents today. So it went from these mothers did this, these mothers did that, blah blah blah, and the rest. And then I hype them up in the comment section. Beat the mother, beat this. You too, you now beat. The table now turned very fast. People are now saying, don't beat my parents, oh, don't do this, oh, don't do that. But it's only some that only work like this on TikTok. There are others that will not work very fast like this. You'll be deeply in it before you realize it. So when there's nobody to correct the children, we will not have new set of wayward children. When there are cases of children that people in the community trained positively because their parents were not doing a good job. And we have not seen those children that their parents are whack. God forgive me. But the children, they will say, my parents, I was just living with them, but I used to go to that mommy. Is that mommy that used to train me? Is that daddy that used to teach me? For you now, you are saying, don't teach my children. Now, it is not don't teach my children. Same problem, but different name. Same problem, different name. Now, it is not don't beat my children. Now, it is beat these people's parents. Don't correct people's children outside. Different tactics just to produce wayward children. Until we are able to see these marks, or until we are able to see this problem and remove the marks, we will keep going in cycles in it. And let me tell you, for all of you that are listening to me here, the Bible says that honor your parents, right? Honor your elders, and the rest and the rest. God knows that parents, it's not just parents though. Those adults that later became parents. Somebody say maturity is knowing that most parents are badly behaved and they are wicked. And I agreed this afternoon, because I would say those people are the people that did not learn. They just grew and they just became a buyer overnight. And they will not be using their position that I'm an elder, don't talk to me anyhow. And they know deep down what they are doing is bad. So the Bible already, God already knows that these parents, they have their own in their body. So he now told them to don't provoke your children. So God gave two of you your own instructions and the punishment that comes with it. Children, honor. Parents, don't provoke, don't exasperate, and all of that. Your own now is that, God, I will do my part. I will honor this person. But can you see that this person is provoking me? I know I can slap. I know I can talk back. I know I can do this. But I'm not going to do this because I honor you. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do my part so that I will not be punished. God did not say, help me to punish the person. God gave both of you your instructions. You hold on to your own. If the person is not holding on to their own, judgment will come from God. Don't go and collect judgment from God because you think that you are right. I should tell you that one. It's not part of my notes. Now, I remember on that example. I saw a TikTok video this afternoon and the lady was crying. Somebody in the comment section now said, oh, this generation is generation that has more sad people. I was like, hey, speak for yourself. I am joyful in the Lord. You see, this generation is filled with depressed people. Back to sender. Like, you should speak for yourself. And then the lady was saying many things like, oh, this generation is depressed, this generation is this. Somebody now answered that it is because there is many pressure online, unlike our parents' time. Let's go back to how our parents used to live. That is what I have issues with. Why must you go back? It's because we are going back. That's why this thing is repeating. That's why we are rolling in one spot. Why must we go back? those people were able to navigate their own time. They were able to provide solution. Why do you want to enjoy from their own solution when you can create your own? We keep going back. Why? And it's crazy that when they say let's go back, I thought about it. We keep going back to a system that did not work and we expect to work. You say your parents are badly behaved. Now you say you are a generation of change and you want to go back to how they used to live. Are you not going to be a badly behaved parent too if you want to go and use their system? Like, make it make sense. Do people understand? If you're saying you want to be different and you want to go back to what they used to do or what they did, is it not like you want their results? That's why you are going back. This is the cause of the big cycle. For those that were not able to say anything about it, I hope it's clear now. Like, this is the cause. Like, this is what you're going to get from it. We keep using the same thing. I mean, it's going, it's coming, it's just going, it's coming. Inside that chain, we are going front, we are going back. You know, how do you say it? How do you even used to say it? You move front, you know, go far, something. I can't remember. You're just moving forward, you're moving backward, you're not going out of the place. So we just have different name and different user. So literally everybody, all generations, we have been doing the same thing. Maybe we, in God's eyes, maybe we are seeing in 1960. Because we are doing the same thing. Maybe we are seeing in 1965. I'll be 1990. Because when he looks down, he's and when people why are they doing the same thing? I gave the new template for the new generation. Why are they doing the same thing? It's because they are going back. They don't want to leave. They are going back. They say, I want to go and take inspiration. Why are you taking inspiration from back? When you can get it ahead of you. I'm going back. And that is what always sponsors, or there's something always starts this cycle. It will not just start and start drawing. Before you draw cycle, you put dot to one place first. What is that dot? It is trend. Somebody say the big cycle is sponsored by trends. The big cycle is sponsored by trends. I hope you know that trend is not just trend. It's like word of mouth. There are good trends and there are bad trends. The big cycle is sponsored by trends. Are you people sleeping? The big cycle is sponsored by trends. The moment you just hear from people, you say, let's recreate. Just know that Ogunde, like in your head, based on what you have heard, just know that there's trouble. You want to take me back. I am moving forward. Once you just hear, let's recreate this style. Or, why do you want to recreate when you can create your own? Once you just hear, let's recreate, just know that they are taking you backwards. That's how you can remove yourself from the cycle. Now there's a page on Instagram, and that page is for nostalgia. It is to bring back remembrance, what you did as a child. That's where they will show you Bobo, all the snacks that Gen Z, all of those, kini, and the rest. And in the comments, I will check comment section. People are saying, let's form a group, let's recreate. Are you people daft? Why do you want to recreate it? Have you forgotten so quickly the pain that it brought to you? Oh, because now You are at the end. You are not the one that will face it. Now you want to recreate it. Now you want to give your child the same thing because you are out of it. And it's not even like you're out of it. You are just better inside the cycle. You are still inside it. And it's because you are inside it. That's why you want somebody else to come inside that thing that you're in. And you know what? Sometimes you don't even think that this thing is bad. Because somebody was saying something today. I was like, you people that are recording people's parents that are behaving anyhow to you. Why people recording it? Something that we have been enjoying for years. And I was like, why are you enjoying nonsense? Other people too will not say, yes, so you're supposed to keep quiet. This is how people will keep quiet and endure nonsense. And that nonsense will keep multiplying. All of them, they're inside the cycle. Remember, when I'm saying cycle, just imagine 100 people inside one chain, one big chain. And so or maybe let's say you put watermelon seed inside, plenty seed inside takeaway plates, and you bend it like this. All of them together fall to one side. Another one, you turn it again. All of them fall together. That's how they are moving everybody. Like if they close your eyes and you picture the world, that's how everybody's moving. We are falling together because we are following the same thing. That you're saying I dare to be different when you are doing the same thing. The cycle is sponsored by trends. It is time for us to start creating our own instead of copying and pasting past generations. We don't want it. It is a misrepresentation of God. We don't want it at all. If you want to copy and paste, God will not call you creator now. He will just call you CMP, copy and paste. So you will know that this is my job description, is to come and copy and paste. But I called you creators. Or you call you recreator. So as recreator, fair recreate. You want to recreate what somebody has done. But you say you are creator. You're now doing and okay, you people saw that video I posted about that names. How many of you thought that I was against those Yoruba names or those long names? Let me see so that I can clear myself. Did you see that video of names that I posted? Do you think I was against Yoruba names or native names? My topic this month is supposed to be the cost of native names, but I don't want to scatter everywhere. That's why I use big cycle. Thank you. I was not against it. I was only against the mind behind it. And I think it started from, she came online one time. I think she was using another name. But one time she decided to put full name out, right? And then she introduced herself. Oh, my name is Oluwatike. People were like, oh my God, I love your name. You saw this. I'm going to give my daughter this. I say, God, copycats, bye. The name is good, but why are you giving the name? Why do you want to copy? I was not against the name. Like, I'm against people that cannot think. People that want to do what other people are doing because it's right for them or because they think it's cute. I'm against people that do not have mind of their own. Like, you cannot stay like this and make decision for yourself. You are waiting. Somebody that says, I'm going to name my child Mortuary. You know, say, yes, I will name my own child too, Billionaire, like billionaire girl. The moment you are able to overcome the fear of missing out, you will not repeat these cycles. But because we are still scared of it, we don't want to miss out. We don't want to miss out. That's all of us. You join them, you are inside the cycle with them too. And so if you don't want to be in the cycle, you must be comfortable missing out on many things. Is it clear? If you don't want to repeat the cycle, you must be comfortable. You must be okay with missing out on many things. Because it's because you don't want to miss out. That's why you follow them and enter the cycle. And all of us, we are in it together. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. You want to Koribo. Before you know, you are inside them and you're shouting, I dare to be different. Sometimes, the moment you start saying that the words of our mouth don't match our action, that's when you start saying that, something is wrong with me. Something is wrong somewhere. Back to what I started with. Don't beat my parents, beat parents. Now, there is a valid reason not to correct children, which will produce more wayward children. And if we do not spot it, like I've done now, or like you've done now, that's how we'll keep going. And I think at this point, after listening to Parenting Village, that webinar that changed everything about this old Parenting Village, blah blah. After listening to that other adults in parenting, you should not have issues with your people, with your villagers correcting your children. If you have issues with it, then you are the problem because you were the one that corrected your villagers. And like I told you people, if you like we're in chains, moving in cycles back and forth, the only way to be free is to overcome what sponsors it, which is trends. Not having a mind of your own to think and make decision. But let me put it this way. Not having a mind of your own to think and make decision is a stepping stone into the big cycle. Do you get it? Not having a mind of your own to think and make decision is a stepping stone into the big cycle. It's very, very easy for people to follow than for them to stand and think. Say not again. If you have been doing it before, say not me again. And like I said, we have there are some cycles that we need to sponsor, that we need to sustain. Oh my goodness. Wow. There are some cycles that we need to preserve. Goodness, kindness, education, skill. There was one time that I was asking myself, why do we have many drama school? Why do we have many music school, writing academy? I mean, somebody's already talking about content online. Why isn't that person teaching on that person? Why isn't that person teaching on that generation? Like, why can't all of us just follow this person and then we learn from this person? It is so that we need more people to pass the baton. More people need to get in. It is the decrease in good ones that causes the increase in bad ones. When we have more people sponsoring or sustaining or preserving, oh my god, this network is shaking now. Okay, preserving the good cycle or the right one, then the bad ones will be decreasing. So for me now, I'm working with somebody in the past generation. I'm speaking to my own generation and I am training somebody for the next generation. That way I am in charge. You cannot say you're breaking cycles and you are not involved in the 3 generations. You have to, you cannot start from middle, or you cannot start from front, or you cannot start from back. You have to know what has happened, what is happening now, that is in your own generation, and what will happen in the next generation. So, before I continue, let me know if you are understanding me, if this thing is clear, or you need me to break it down. I still have like many slides to go, but I I don't mind stopping anywhere because I don't want to rush you. Are you getting where I'm coming from, where I'm standing, and where I'm going to? The best people that don't want to type. What happened? Okay. So, having shared the list to show that we are in the same basket, what then should we do? Remember that I sent a post to the group. I sent a post to the group where the writer listed the normalized toxic traits of parents, and it is beyond crazy that 80% can relate to every single slide on my WhatsApp status and on IG. And there's no way you will tell me that you're not doing it already. And that is a national threat, and we have to talk about it. Again, you are doing it already, whether you like it or not, because you have been in an environment for long, and it is only going to take intentionality to stop it. And you have to remember now, the only thing that will help you or that will save you in this journey is that you have to tell yourself the truth. That this thing that I'm doing, it is not going to be a big deal to me because I am in it now, until the people that passed through me now tell me how it went for them. So before you say that I'm concluding for you, you have to understand that parenting is not the person, and I'll keep saying this again and again, it's not the person, but what the person in it has accumulated over the years, that the pressure of now is pushing and expecting from them, whether good or bad. So the demand of this office will now bring out what you have and what you don't have. So I am Bim Bim and I can be a banker. So Bim Bim can be a good girl, but if she doesn't have any skills to be a banker, she cannot work successfully in a bank. Do you see it now? So if I now say, it's normal, I must work in the bank, or like people say, I don't get picking already, I'm now a parent, right? That's why they say that having a child does not qualify you to be a parent, but you think that they are lying to you. So if you now say, okay, I'm now in the bank, or I follow my uncle to this place now, and you now want to start working, then I say, okay, go and bring this, go and bring that. You cannot bring it. What will happen? You start reacting otherwise. But if you are learned, you react in a better way because you know that this is what is ahead of you and what you're supposed to do. So you can be a good person and still fumble there. So it starts with you, what you consume, and how you act now. So when you ask, why are all parents almost the same? Like I said in one of my posts, that my parents were once a boy and a girl saving posts, like 5,000 others on IG to recreate with their children. Is saving posts bad? Nope. Because I have plenty folders of what I've saved, what to do with my family when I have family. I have them saved on IG. But it becomes bad when you don't know when, where, and how to apply or let go because you don't need it. Do you get? So I can see a post now and they say, okay, save for when you have child. And I save it, and the time I have child, I don't check the post. I'm not forcing that in the child when the child clearly do not need it. Do you see the problem now? So the same way somebody will post something and everybody will be saying, oh, I can't wait to try this with my child. I can't wait to try this with my husband, with my wife and the rest. That's how they did then too. So children in the next generation now, let's say in 10 years, in 20 years, they'll come out and say, why are my parents, why are they the same? They don't know that all of them, they were in parenting village. That's if they did well, because most of you, if not do well, I'm just going to deny you because I don't even know you in the first place. So if you do well, I'll say, oh, that's my girl, that's my boy, I know you. But if you not do well by myself, I'm going to arrest you for your children. Don't even try me. So now let me quickly read. Oh my goodness, time has gone. Let me see if I can read the post for you and tell you what to do. Why am I reading this post? Shout out to Busayo Joanne for writing it in the first place. She wrote list of toxic traits that most parents are exhibiting now. And the fact that 80% can relate to it shows that this is a cycle already. If you don't do anything about it, our children will also relate. And that is why I'm here, so that they cannot relate. Do you get? So the first one is number 1, treating your growth as rebellion. We all read the post. Reading we? Please reply me. Did you all read the post? Did you see the post that I sent to the group? Okay, you saw it. Let me quickly run over it. Treating your growth as rebellion. When you start making your own decisions or forming your own opinions, it gets labeled as disrespect or being difficult. It feels normal in quotes in strict homes because obedience is often valued more than individuality. But it really isn't. What parents should do instead is pause and ask, is this defiance or is my child growing? And when it is growth, guide it, explain expectations and correct when necessary. Who is that? And expect when necessary. I'm coming. Now, I asked 2 people, what are the things you need to do for you not to end up in this situation? What are the things? Some of you don't know, but I'm going to help you. If you don't want to see your children's growth as rebellion, or let me say, the only reason you see growth as rebellion is if you're not familiar with growth in the first place. Did you get that? The only reason you will see growth as rebellion is if you're not familiar with it in the first place. Me, I document my struggles, I document my success, I document every single thing, I document a lot. If you're not careful, sir, you will see your name in my journal, because I must have said something about you that I cannot say to people. I would have said it to my journal because I don't want to gossip. For somebody like me now that document a lot, it's very easy for me to see people that are struggling, especially if you have gone through what I've gone through or what I'm going through. And most of the messages that I get from people, and I just know that it's not random, it's not a coincidence, is I don't know how, but you see people through and through like I do. I know prophetic is there, but the ability is there too. Do you get? I can see you and I know what is going through. I know what you are going through. I know how you are feeling. I know that what this person said to you now is going to stay with you for years. And I'll quickly come in and tell you, don't think about it. So they say things like, okay, I love how you see me and all of that. I can do that because I see myself first. So if you have gone through growth, if you understand what growth is, there's no how you will see somebody else's growth as rebellion. So if you don't want to treat your children's growth as rebellion, right now you have to start taking growth seriously. You have to start getting familiar with it. What comes with growth? What are the things that I will face? How will I navigate it and the rest? So when you see your children going through it, you know that me too, when I was in my parents' house that time, they were disturbing me. I wanted to leave the house. Then you say, okay, I think this child needs space. I think this child needs this. You can say all those things because you have experienced it too. Do you understand? So you have to get familiar so you will not be stuck in this cycle. So we will not continue with this trend of block your family members because they don't need to see your process, only your result and your progress. I'm saying this because I say it a lot. I've told many people to block their family members because they're not allowing them to fulfill purpose. They're not letting them breathe. So I say block them. Don't worry, me, I'm watching you. Oh, you're wayward, you can't be wayward. I'm watching you. But this person is not going to let you fulfill purpose. Block them. I'm watching you, don't worry. But deep down, and I know that this is not God's plan. It hurts me, but you have to do what you have to do. So if we don't want to continue with this trend or with this cycle of block your family members, or your family is not your audience or your customers, we have to start taking our growth seriously. So when we see other people growing, we can easily relate with them. So when you see your child growing, you can know that, oh, when I was at this age, I needed this. These were the signs that I would give into, and I expected people to understand, but nobody saw it. But because I've gone through it now, I see it to my child, I can relate. That way, it's even very easy to connect with that child. So many things are the cause for lack of connection in today's family. It starts with something like this. If you don't connect with me, what do you want to tell me? You only be speaking from head knowledge, and even be looking for my trouble on top self. So the next, number 2 is, you will still go and finish it by yourself. Number 2 is comparing you to other children constantly. I've talked about comparison for long. And if you notice in all my sessions from last year to this year, one thing that I kept saying over and over and over, I tried to squeeze comparison inside. So even if I'm able to battle against comparison and win in my lifetime, I know I've won, because that thing is a wicked thing. Is deadly, very, very deadly. Because it's not helping anybody. You are not helping the person that you are comparing to, or the person you are comparing against. Both of them, you are affecting them. So you have to remember that it starts with you. It starts with you. When I see you compare people, I just know that you have a bad image of yourself. You compare yourself a lot, and you are projecting it on others. Comparison is not a motivation. It has never helped anybody. We are complaining that, oh, most parents they are always comparing their this, their that. Go online today, you see many bloggers. Who is behind the platform? Youth. Who body is dressed better? Who is a better singer? When you can just appreciate somebody and go, you are comparing. It is already becoming part of you like that. Little things like this, you will not know. And that's what I'm showing you this evening. Then the next one is refusing to make amends when they are wrong. Mistakes from parents are rarely acknowledged, and when you try to talk about them, it is often dismissed, which teaches you that accountability in parent-child dynamic doesn't go both ways, and that your feelings may never be met with proper closure. I'm going to end there. You go and read the remaining one. We have to start. Did you see the video I posted on my status this evening of that mother that when the water poured from the boy, she slapped him? When water poured from her, she slapped the boy. Why? What is the issue? I know it's a skit. Because some people come and say, oh, it's not that deep. Oh, deep. It's deep to me. Somebody let me go and start saying, oh, I'm always wrong. I'm the author and finisher of nonsense. I'm always making mistakes. Even when other people try, I still make mistakes. That's what you're trying to do. I want us to start the cycle of adults who know that they are first human and anything can happen, and they will make amends when they are wrong. Apology is not only for children. I want you from today to start acknowledging your wrong and start taking accountability for it. Trust me, it is hard, but that's the armor we need to break this cycle. If it was easy, if it was simple, it would have been broken a long time. But you have to do it now. You have to start from now. Somebody does something to you, or maybe you did it. Say you are sorry. Apologize. I know I'm saying it now because apology does not come easy to me, but I'm trying my best because this is the future that I want, and I cannot come and start apologize to people, and I am not apologizing. Acknowledge you're wrong. Let us start this. If we are saying we are breaking that cycle, we have to start another one. Do you understand? And then the fourth one, I think I'm going to end on the eighth one. Then the last part of this, I'm going to record it, or send it to the group, or I'll type it, or I'll forget it. Anyone you want. So the last one under this is, let me see, number, telling you that you are the reason for their stress or unhappiness. You grow up hearing that your existence, needs, or behavior are the cause of their struggles, and today you always believe that you're always wrong at the cause of somebody's pain. Even when they cannot even see you, you are saying, oh, you cannot see me because I've caused him pain. This is what I want you to do now. If you don't want to end up, or you don't want to be like that person, I want you to start asking yourself, what will happen if anything good or bad happens? If I am the only one in the room, what will happen? You take the blame, or you take the glory for it? Or will you blame the socket or torchlight or the door that they are the cause of your problem? No, you are the only person there. You blame yourself, or you give yourself the glory for it. So I want you from today to start taking responsibility if you want this thing to stop or continue. If anything happens to you, oh, what can I do about it? Instead of looking for who to blame and say, oh, you are the cause of this thing, see yourself, I'm the only one in this room. I'm in charge of my life. What can I do about it? Instead of all the time that you're using to point, nothing for you. You have wasted your time. So let's try as much as possible to not be blaming anybody for anything. Then we'll see how fast we can move. So it is easy to blame. That's why many people are still in chains. The moment you start seeing only yourself, you will see the chain and you find your way out of the place. Do you understand? So again, if we do our parts, we won't have this recycled list in 10 years. And I know that it is possible. So if you don't want to become that parent that's going to be choosing favorite child, because I don't know how you carried somebody for 9 months painfully, and you're still choosing you are my best child. You are not my best child. Doesn't speak well. So for the people that what's it called? Let me see, I think this is the last one here. Let me check. Come in. Number 7. Okay, reacting more to how things look than how you feel. Some people can overreact. They can exaggerate. Because if you are here, just raise up your hands and let today be the last time. If you know that you used to overreact or used to exaggerate, they say A, you will add 7A behind it, like you elongate it. These are signs. Somebody tells you something, you go and add BC, you add pepper to it. Before you know it, you start doing these things to your children. And now, when they say that you're always overreacting, what will they say? I don't want problem. Let me not talk. As they're saying, I don't want problem, they're creating more problem for the world. Because you must understand that there's nothing you do. Like, what you do does not end in your house or your home. It spreads the world. Lastly, if you notice that you are the type of person, if somebody offends you, you're already thinking of collecting what you bought for them. You are thinking of collecting it back. Oh, Bim offend me today. Please send me the 5 gig that I sent back to you. I provided this thing for you, send it back. You'll be that kind of parent that will always remind the children that I'll seize your phone. I'll stop paying your school fees. I'll stop doing this, leave my house, blah blah blah. Please be careful. Please be careful. Be careful. So I wanted to show you one thing that will be common in the next generation. You see the way we are able to predict and say, oh, this cycle will be this. From what is happening now, I want to show you what will be common in the next generation. I have like 15 of them here, but I'm not sure I want to say that tonight. Our time is fast spent. I'm going to find how to go about it so I don't waste your time. If you're still here, let me know you're still here. Let me share what I got for you. Alright, let me show you the things that will be common in the next generation if we don't pay attention to these little things that will later compound into the big cycle that we have been talking about. The first one is that we are going to have the rise and the increase of poor parents, and I don't just mean parents that are not financially buoyant. I'm talking about people that are poor in all aspects, starting from relationships. Every single place now they are telling you build relationship, build this, build that, but you're saying no, I like where I am and all of that. You see now that if it was easy, your parents would have given you the access that you are demanding. But you, where you are now, you can't keep or you can't make a friend, any friend, but you are demanding connection. Sunday Dabu in disguise. Well done. You complain that your parents did not, what is it called now? Did not do something for you. Guess who is not doing anything with their life? For themselves and for their children, you. Disaster times 2. Disaster times 2. Second thing is we are going to have the rise of body shamers as parents. You see all those Twitter banger boys, you see all those Twitter banger girls that would drag people for the slightest reason. You see them saying somebody hip is inside, somebody does not look presentable. But if they mistakenly do video call with you and you see the state of their house or where they are bathing, or you will not even be able to breathe. We are going to have body shamers as parents in the next generation if we don't pay attention to these big cycles, and that is going to be a very, very big cost in a world where almost everybody is doing surgery without thinking about their health, just because they have the money to, just because it's not looking like, oh, if you have this certain body, you have access to this, you have access to that. We are going to have parents that if their child does not come out in a certain way, they are going to hate that child and even say it to their faces that why do you look so bad? Why do you, like, they are just, I don't even know what to say. But one thing is sure, I may not be able to do anything about your daddy body shaming you. I mean, I've had many people say, oh, my parents are my first hater. They always have something bad to say about my look, as if they did not give birth to me or as if I did not carry their gene and the rest. I may not be able to do anything about it. But if your child for any reason comes to me and say, oh, Director Bim, my mommy body shame, I will arrest you and every other person that I see connected to you at that point, because I did not teach you that. Now, next set Like, can you imagine? Somebody came out of you and you are body shaming the person. Who is the person looking after, be looking like? Now, the next one I want to talk about, the next people that will be common in the next generation, if we are not careful, we will have many cowards with sharp mouths. Many cowards with sharp mouths. People that will not contribute in places that matters. That's only if they have access there, but they can complain and make mouths in pain. They are the loudest in pain. But in places that matters, they are very, very quiet. Don't be that kind of person. And that's when you see people start telling you, oh, don't ghost in groups. It's not because they need your engagements in groups. They are helping your life. You are in a place, you can't say anything. You can't even repeat what they are saying. They are making decisions that concern your life in a room, and you are there, you're not saying anything. You are gathering all the words that you want to say so that you go and say it and fight them outside. Outside is even from the room that can be changed. You don't want to say it, but you would rather fight than communicate your thoughts respectfully, with audacity. The things that will not bring results are usually very, very easy for people to do. Then when these people grow up, you see them start telling their children not to talk too much, not to do too much. Whereas the child is just doing what is expected of them. But they see it as doing too much because they did not have the freedom to do that kind of thing. So they see it as being too much. They call the child stubborn when the child refuses to listen to them. Because the child will be like, I'm not you. This is who I am. Passing inferiority complex to the child. And the child is like, this is not who I am. Allow me to express myself. I'll keep repeating that you set the standard for your children. The children of Dangote, the children of Daddy Adeboye, the children of, think about these influential people. Their children can never be less of who they have been. The children will see, sometimes it can even be pressure like, if my father is like this, what will I do? I have to do more, even without the father or the mother saying anything. Their life alone is enough. But your child sometimes will see you and just be like, I can still relax. That should not be you. If you are a communicator, your child will be a better communicator. Because by now you would have known the lessons. How did I communicate? Okay, this is how to do it better. When you start practicing at this age, before you get to age 20, you would have been a very, very good orator and all of that. But if you're not a good communicator in anything, you'll be teaching that child to yell. You'll be teaching the child something else. You set the standard for your child. But if you are part of the people that you can't contribute to anything, people are making decisions in front of you and you are laughing. You are taking pictures. You are saying, oh, it doesn't matter. They did not call me. Bro, they did not call you. And you are in that place. And you know that this thing will affect you later. No. Yes, now. Somebody said, oh, she's a good teacher because her mommy is one. Of course, you see your parents and then they set the standard for who you want to be and who you don't want to be. So now you want to start asking yourself, what am I setting? What kind of standard am I setting? For them to aim higher or for them to neglect my life? For me to be an example or for me to be example only when you are a bad example? So if we don't want this kind of if it is a course, that's why I call it course of the big cycle, because you are going to suffer it. You are going to suffer it. So if you don't want something like this, you better start putting yourself in places that matter. Look at your life and say, am I in any group that are making decisions that will affect people in the next generation? If my parents did not join politics and now we are suffering, what can I join now that will not affect my children? Now, the next set of people that we are going to have that will be common in the next generation if we're not careful is many people that will lose people on their journey, or let's say many people will miss road, because the people that we currently have now are people that see questions as abomination. Yoruba will say aberiono kokinshino, but when the aberiono now ask somebody that sees questions as curse, as abomination, he go shino abi no go shino, he's going to lose like Omason. Please leave my Yoruba. He go shino, like if you cannot ask or answer question rightly, nothing for you. If you cannot give proper instruction, nothing for you. If you want me to do something, okay, someone example, and the boy was saying, telling your tailor that this clothes does not give. It's not you're not giving an instruction, but telling your tailor, I want this clothes to look, I want this clothes to look this way on me. That is a proper instruction. Put a cup on the table. It's different from if you like, don't put the cup on the table. Give proper instruction. This one is very easy for me because I think they call it reverse whatever. I've gotten used to it because that's what I see around. If you like, don't close that door. Why can't you just say, please close the door? If you like, don't take your drugs. Why can't you say, please take your drugs? Maybe it's reverse psychology, God. Another thing is, let people ask you question. You don't have to be sarcastic every time. It's okay when you do it once, like you are talking to your friends that understand, but to children, that is a reach. Let people ask you question. Share your perspective. In the book of Exodus, when Moses was stressing God, and he was saying, God, I'm not sure I can do this, so let's give it to somebody else. And I think it was the other chapter 4, and he was telling God that, what if these people ask me, what if they say that you did not reveal yourself to me? What should I say? What should I do? Then God went ahead to tell him, bring the rod in your hand. Perform this, perform that. God gave him one sign. God now went ahead to say, in case they still did not believe, do this. He asked one question. God gave him 2 signs. Imagine he did not ask any question at all. He would have struggled so much, and still like other people that will not ask questions will not be doing it stresslessly, and it will not be like, that's how God wants it to be. It's a lie. You do not ask questions. Ask questions. Let people ask you questions. Ask God questions too. You might be struggling in that place that you are, or that place that God sent you to, because you do not ask questions. They will say, what will be, Queen Sarah. You that did not ask questions, you are saying, what will be. He asked questions, and God went ahead to show him 2 signs. Because you don't want to go and perform wonder somewhere, you do not ask for a sign. What do you want to go and do there? Go and be speaking English in front of Pharaoh. I'm so sorry for you. I read that part and I was like, whoa. He asked one time. I didn't mean it was like, God is too big, I can't ask questions. He has done this. He would have not known the use of the rod in his hand. He would have just been carrying like normal thing. But after he had understanding, let's say without understanding, that rod was just rod. But now with understanding, this rod is now something to perform signs and wonders. But you don't want to ask questions. You don't want people to ask you questions, and you're not even God. Let people ask you questions. Share your perspectives with people. When people need clarity, change your perspective that people need clarity and they're not coming to attack you when they ask you questions. And I'm saying this for myself because I do not like to be questioned. I just feel like you're coming to attack me. But later I was like, I'm I'll need to, when we did teach don't shoot, I was like, question is very, very important too. I told you about many things that not asking questions have caused and will continue to cause. And then I was like, okay, let's do it like this. People need clarity. That's why they're asking me questions. They're not coming to attack me. I'll say that to myself many times, and then I wanna answer the question. If not, you will not hear shishi from my mouth until I'm ready to tell you. Because I feel like, okay, why are you questioning me? And you people too that are asking questions, approach wisely. Don't approach like you want to arrest them or you want to kidnap them. Somebody was asking me for my address the other day, and I'm like, hello. What happened? Did I send you? You're asking me a question. It's sounding like you want to beat me. And you're like, oh, I just want to know. No, this one is not like you want to know. If I don't answer you like this, you can beat me. So please, change your perspective that they need clarity and they're not coming to attack you. Or else you will infect or you affect your children with a limited mindset. I told you that when you ask why, you are exposed to another world. Can't remember how I said it in Teach Don't Shoot. But when you ask why, you are asking to be exposed to another world. But if they don't tell you, you will remain in that your own world where you don't know it. And you keep working with your limited mindset, limited knowledge. It was a man that faced Goliath now. It was a man. It was also a man that faced Pharaoh. So who are you that they cannot ask questions? Next set of people that will be common in the next generation, if we're not careful, are children this time that might not be able to stand their ground. Because their parents do not have consistent voice. Imagine mom telling you to do something. Daddy now came and said, no, that's not how I want it. That's not how I want it. Daddy now say his own. They now put you in the middle. Adults stressing you because they do not have consistent voice. They don't understand teamwork. Why can't the both of you conclude this is what you want? Then you will not call the child and say, go and get this done. After the person now did, you not come back and say, no, that's for your mother, that's for your father. Go and do your own for me. Bro, that's wickedness. Children like this will not be able to stand their ground outside because they cannot even stand their ground at home. They will fall for anything outside because their parents do not have consistent voice. Today, daddy is saying this. Tomorrow, mom is saying this. They are so confused that when they go outside, they'll be like, let me listen. Let me do it. Maybe somebody else will come and tell you something else. And they keep doing trial and error with their lives. It's very bad. If you know that you want to have a family here, you want to be a parent, you want to be a wife, you want to be an husband, you have to start learning teamwork. Teamwork is not just for office. It's for the home too. Start having consistent voice. Let's say you are leading a team. Let's say you are leading a team, Abi. Hear from your co-leader, the other leader, then pass it to your team members. You know how foolish you will look like when the first leader comes and say, oh, this, and the other leader says this. You know that your, what's it called now? Your team members will not agree for you. But you can go and do it to your children at home because you don't rate them. That's wickedness. Most of the time, what we cannot do to people outside, that's what we do to our children inside. Daddy say this, mommy say this, child is not in the middle, and both of them are aware, but because they cannot face themselves, they now start sending the child, you go here, you go here, you go here. Then we have children that fall for anything outside because the parents are not team members, they are not teammates, they don't know understand teamwork at all. Now, the other day, somebody said, my contribution to the society is I will not let children greet me so that I will not feel old. As cute as that sounds, that's very nonsense and rubbish. Because if we continue like this, we are going to have children that do not understand honor in the next generation. We'll grow up with children that are disrespectful. In that person's mind now, he thinks that he's breaking cycles now. Like, oh, and some of these things are trauma response. You know how some of us were forced to greet. You pass Uncle Tade, you greet Uncle Tade, and the stupid Uncle Tade gone did not deserve my respect because we used to see what he used to do at the back. Does not deserve it. So they'll not be forced to greet. So now, maybe this guy grew up and was like, oh, maybe they forced him to greet without him liking them, and so it was like, oh, I'm not going to force children to greet me. But then it is not about you, it's about the results, it's about the effects in the world. Teach them to honor. And if we are not ready for that, we should not be surprised when we see disrespectful kids. Let them greet you when they want to. It's okay to say, oh, don't force, but teach them. This is what happens when you greet. You are greeting me because you love me, because you acknowledge me, because you see me. Greeting is not to make you feel good or to make you feel respected. It is first to acknowledge the other person. If I don't see you on the road, how will I care for you? If I don't see you, how will I care for you? That's why we have many bullies today. It's from little things like this. Little things like this. Little things like this. To you, you would think, oh, I don't want to force that child to greet me. But what you are instilling in the mind of that child is that you can do whatever you like. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to. When you see other people are like, you don't have to greet them, you don't have to honor them and all of that. Do you understand? Now, the next one that we are going to have now is in the next generation, if we are not careful, we are going to have parents that would force their children to probably pass exam or get access to stuff because of their status. There are many parents that they know that they don't have plenty money like that. Because of status or whatever, oh, what people will say, they'll put their children in a very, very expensive school. And maybe after 1 term or 1 year, and when there's no money, and they will now withdraw that child. That child will now go to another lower school. Do you get it now? That child will now go to another lower school. Just be stressing the child because of your pride, because of what? Show off. Then you start showing that child indirectly that, oh, status matter. That child too will now want to try to be keeping up to all those kind of rubbish. Oh, now that we are in a world of, let's say, influencer and influencing and all of that, everybody's seeing how this child is being taken care of. It's because of this rubbish. That's why I saw one lady on TikTok that is crying day one of begging you people to contribute for me so that I can do pre-wedding shoots. So I sent it to you, and people were like, "You are not even asking for baby food or who will sustain you after. You're asking for pre-wedding shoots like you can show your stomach like every other celeb. You want the lifestyle that you cannot sustain." This is part of it. So when you see that, oh, Toke Makinwa or all these people, this is where they are taking their children to, you now want to quickly up your life because people will be looking at your child too. Fake life. Stressing the child because of status that nobody's seen, status that nobody care about. The next set of parents that are going to be common in the next generation, if you don't pay attention to these things, are parents that let me there was one time that I started to think about these adults that use curse words like, oh, rere, oh, they call themselves all sorts of stupid names. And I'm like, okay, where did this rubbish actually start from? And I started to see it in my own generation now. that people just see their friends and they're like, oh, really this, oh, Okonu this, and they find it cute. What is cute about that? What is cute about calling your friend a mad person? And do you know what will happen? You keep using it till you are used to it. Then you start saying it to your children and you don't see anything wrong with it. Until your child now grows up in a curse-filled atmosphere because of your foolish and stupid wokeness. I can't even be in such an environment. And then I wonder children living in that kind of environment, how they are breathing. How are they breathing? How are they breathing? The next one that we are going to have is parents that want to use monitoring instead of guiding to wound their children because of guilty conscience, because they feel like, oh, when I was 10 years old, me too, I started to watch this thing on my phone. So when that child is 10, the child is probably doing something else, their blood pressure have gone high. They're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Give me that phone, give me that phone, give me that phone. You start monitoring the life of the child because that's what you did at your age. So you automatically think that that child is going to do that thing. Relax. You check phone, you control movement. Instead of building trust, instead of teaching decision making, you want to do everything for the child. And that's why most people grow up and they are 20, 21, they cannot make a single decision for themselves because their parents did everything for them because they were trying to avoid their own past. Plenty curfew and guidelines. And you're like, who die? Talo son. You start seeing them. I don't even know when parents go to school and tell the teachers, beat my child for me. Beat him. If you do anything, beat him. Like you are not ashamed. You leave the school to raise your child because you think you are doing the right thing. Oh, I'm not entering my child. I'm leaving my child for the school to train because I'm paying this huge amount of money. Who told you that the school will do what you are supposed to do? The school will only work upon what has been taught, what you have done. Somebody dragged a child to the lesson the other day in front of everybody. Can you imagine? I don't know how they feel when they do things like this. Maybe it boosts their ego. Maybe it makes them feel better that they're in control now or that they're adults now. Boy, it is so annoying and irritating. You go to school, you embarrass the child. Beat my child. He's so stubborn. Beat him. Let me see Mark when I get home. I'll come back and tell you thank you, bro. Under that monitoring instead of guiding and all of that, I posted a video when we were doing this thing, and the video was about how do I put it now? The video was about how parents control their children in the kitchen. Like you are cooking now, your mother comes, oh, put one Maggi, oh, and she carried the remaining 3 other Maggi that you put there that you want to use, and she said, is it not time? Put the fish. Don't turn the fish. Ooh, like, and you know what? We are already used to these things, and I know because I noticed it. I may not be doing it in the kitchen, but I'm doing it in another place. The other time I told my sister to wash my hair for me. Like, she bathed me. She poured water all over my body, and I could not just take it. I was like, wait here. But immediately I remember that I'm teaching against this thing. Can I just have patience and guide her on what to do? And that day, after we finished, she poured me water, gone. But instead of controlling, I was like, okay, I'll guide. Because what's the point? When I volunteer, I want to help you to do something, and you are telling me what to do step by step. You are controlling my life. I don't even have freedom to be creative as I want. I can't even let you breathe. If we're not careful, this is what we are going to do again in the next generation. Let's be careful, let's be intentional. The next set are people that we are going to have many absent parents if we don't pay attention to these things. Today, I see how people complain of long holidays in school. They feel like if my children, or once there's like long break in school, they're already complaining that I can't let this child stay with me for 5 days, or 1 week is too long, or let this child go back to school. And I'm like, are you not even supposed to be happy that this child is going to be with you? You're going to have more time with this child. And I totally get it that this child might be disturbing, but it's a child. I don't want to judge, because I'm not there yet and I might not know how it feels. But I'm thinking there should be a way where you would check that what can I engage this child with, instead of dismissing them. These children, they will see it that, oh, you're trying to throw them out. So when you try to push them to school, push them everywhere from age 4 to 10 or 13, and you're not trying to gumboди on them when they are 18, when they are 20, when they are looking for their freedom. You're like, oh, these children love me with everything that I've done. Nah, it doesn't work that way. Lastly, I think we are going to have more bullies because we don't have bold children from parents who can think. Wow, just imagine. I think it's all over TikTok. Everybody's complaining. And I changed my FYP because I was tired of seeing stuff like that. I was like, why is everybody complaining that when their father or their parents walk in, they stand up immediately and go somewhere else? Why is everybody complaining? Even if they are pretending to be part of the crowd. It's not just in Nigeria, it's in other places too. This is a lot. This is a concern. And we must not let it repeat itself in the next generation at all. So as I was saying, we're going to have more bullies because we don't have both children from parents who can think. We will have rude and fearful kids because their parents too are not bold. Their parents see they will rather be bullies than communicate respectfully, like I mentioned earlier. So they see how their parents get away with things. They see how their parents fight to get stuff, and they will do the same thing too. So I'm going back to the first thing that I said. If your child cannot question you respectfully, they may not be able to question the world wisely. If you cannot allow your child to question you respectfully without feeling attacked, they may not be able to question the world wisely and get their answers and act accordingly. They will just move with what they will take anything that is given to them instead of questioning it and demanding what they want. If your children cannot think, speak, stand for themselves, they will not get what they want. Or they might get it through rudeness, through bully. And if we don't want this, we must begin to think and entertain questions to end because of the big cycle. So let's work on these things that have been mentioned. Let's start working on it if we don't want to see it happen in the next generation. And yeah, God will help us. And I'll see you in next episode or the next webinar. Bye.